Street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, J-N-O. Sports professor, you know. Street professor back again, it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play guy. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports professor spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme citing your girl's DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping Simone Biles, we the bottom line champion.
I need my hands.
Let's go, street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, J-N-O. Sports professor, you know. Yo, street professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left. Bottom line, flow, canteen, hot take, Jake and O. Street!
Stop. Go hard, or go home. Go home. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head, I'm top 10. You a squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then a double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trip. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. No. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone.
Yeah.
When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard.
What's going on?
Go hard.
Woo. Get this music going. Time to go hard or go home.
Touchdown like the end zone. Zone.
Let's go. Welcome to the bottom line. Episode 116.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Let's try and get this. Hey, what's going on? Hey, look up there. Got a new logo, Bottom Line Sports. Got the sports in there. Got a new background. Oh.
You gotta send me that one so I can get a new sign. You put on a new sign, right?
All right. Yeah, we'll get a new sign going, man.
I get one, boo.
What up, Papa Rubens in the house? Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports. We're back. I'm Flo. That guy's over there. That's Omar dancing around. Canteen's over there in the corner.
You better address me correctly, sir.
Where's he at? He's right there. Canteen's down there. Oh, what happened? We lost Omar. There he is.
I need you to address me correctly, sir.
The sports professor, Omar Fonseca. The sports professor, Cam the man. Hey, wait a minute. Someone's missing. Oh, who's missing? Who's missing? Oh,
not a surprise at all. Y'all know who's missing, so he's never here.
Cold Take Jake is missing.
Cold Take.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports episode 116. Trying to get it going. Let's get back to our background music. Canteen's favorite music. Let's go. Hey, we're on YouTube. Let's Talk Sports, Ball and Bud, Sports Entertainment. Like the new logo up there. We got the Bottom Line Sports up in there. Got the line and the sports and the microphone. Change it up a little.
I like that
for you.
Dope, bro. You put a lot of work into that. I like that.
Yeah, put a little work in there. Took me a little bit.
I like that.
It looks good. So, but anyway, yeah. We're trying to get this done. Trying to spruce this up. Appreciate everybody watching. We're on X and all those other channels as well. So, we appreciate y'all. Let me darken this up. I feel like I'm a little bright.
Where do they subscribe at?
Omar, it's funny you should bring that up. If they go to The Bottom Line Sports, that would be where they would go and The Bottom Line Sports, kind of like it says up there at the top. The Bottom Line Sports. Yeah, and I think they could do something on Facebook, Omar, can't they? If they're on Facebook,
go subscribe, and as well, if you'd like, just go ahead and go to the top of that page on The Bottom Line Sports, and you find that invite button, and you just hit the invite button, and you invite all your friends who like the old.
Invite all your friends. That's right. Let's go, Omar. Invite all your friends to be on X.
Right.
Got 20 people on the line. Appreciate everybody watching on the line right now. Go watch us on Facebook or YouTube or X or Twitch. I didn't do Instagram today. I was a little behind, so I didn't put on the Instagram. So, but we upload on Spotify whenever I can. I'm not like Omar. I'm not as good as Omar yet.
You know what I can do though?
What's that?
I can add my Instagram in while you're talking.
Okay, yeah, add your Instagram in.
We'll get something out of it. There you go.
Yeah, let's get some Instagram. It'll only be an hour though. You know how Instagram is.
Yeah.
Let me turn this down just a hair here. All right, here we go. Appreciate you guys watching. 1,600 on the Facebook. On Facebook group. Going for 1,700.
Thank you.
Share, like, subscribe. You can give us stars on Facebook now if you'd like to support your boys here.
Oh,
why don't you do that?
Give us some
stars. Give us some stars, or just like it, just subscribe. Hey, just invite people. That's good enough for me.
And another way you can invite people is go on your friends list, man. Go up. I've clicked on every one of my friends and invited them, whether they jump in or not. I've initiated contact for them to come and join us, man.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Go to your friends list. Everybody's got friends, right?
Yeah.
We all got friends. We got friends. I got friends in low places. Okay, anyway.
Please don't ever sing again. That was horrible.
I got friends in low places.
Oh, no. Here we go. Okay.
All right. Let's throw it out. All right. Anyway, let's get into this. Well, I was going to get into the wrestling because I thought Jake was going to be here. But
Jake was going to be here, man.
Man, I'll get into it in bits here. But we'll get into some of this other stuff. So, yeah, I know you got the inside scoop, Omar. You're not only our baseball guy, but you're the combat sports guy for our show. We know that you're not an expert by any means, but you have a lot of ties, a lot of insiders in the sport of combat sports, especially namely Clubber D, the Combat G. And so
right.
a lot of stuff going on about this, Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I just want to clear things up. First they were fighting in headgear. There was rumors about them fighting using headgear and then using the big gloves, and then saying it's not an exhibition fight, that it's going to be a real fight. Go on record. Then they said no new rules was no judges, no winner unless there's a knockout. So I've been all kinds of stuff going on with this exhibition game. The exhibition match what do you got any inside word for us to clear some stuff up? And what are the boxing world, the real sports fans out there in the combat sports arena, what do they think about this fight?
Who's that? Omar?
He freeze?
I think he froze.
You're frozen, yeah. Omar. No, Mr. Freeze. What up? Jake is here. He finally made it. A little late, and now Omar's gone. So,
of course.
Omar, where are you at?
I'm the idiot. You can't even be on time, fool.
Omar, you better black out on us randomly.
I'm here.
We didn't.
I'm here.
If you said anything, I didn't hear a thing you said. Did you hear what I said about the fight itself?
Yeah, I heard you saying that all these different rule changes and things are coming about.
Just rumors.
Yeah, shout out.
Seems how you got the inside word.
Combat G. Yes, and no, they are not exactly. Details have not been finalized. Let's just say that. So there is a bunch of rumors on the street of what's going to be what. If I were Jake Paul, I'd tell you this much: I wouldn't want to get hit in the head without no damn thing on. Mike Tyson, you gotta be out your damn mind. I want some pillows on my heads. I want all the things happening to protect my dome piece. As for that guy is a fool. He's not a real boxer. Yes, he does great for the sport of women's boxing, but I'm done with him.
Women's boxing.
This is a joke. He wants to become he actually promotes the Serrano.
Okay.
And it's huge in women's boxing. Anyways,
I got you.
He's not a real boxer. He wants to win a world championship. It's not going to happen this way with these gimmicky, stupid fights. So that's all I got to say about that.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, what is the sports fans, the real hardcore boxing combat fans? What do they think about this fight? Are they amped up about it? They don't like it?
No one that loves the sweet science of boxing is going to love this match.
They're intrigued by this crap.
Right.
This is just an exhibition, is what it should be, and it's for fans to have fun and just watch it. Do I want to see Mike Tyson come back in the ring? You're damn right I do. I just saw a little video earlier from it today, and it looked like, man, he can still beat everybody. But
it looked like he can fight, man.
Yeah,
it's a little scary. He can hurt some. I remember Foreman was about 50, and he still had a punch. He could still knock some people out. Yeah,
he's dangerous. Iron Mike Tyson, man.
Yeah. What do you think, Jake, about this fight?
I think it's stupid. I'm annoyed too.
Everybody's annoyed about it.
Why Mike's doing it? It must be for the money. I don't know. I wouldn't even step foot near anything near Jake Paul.
Everybody's
not
annoyed.
A boxer. When he fought an average boxer, I would say less than average boxer, he lost. Like I said, he only beats retired UFC fighters or YouTube stars. That's trash. Got no belief in this idiot at all.
All right.
I call a spade, man.
Okay. You looking forward to this fight, Dick Can? Anything?
Nah, bro, it's a complete waste of airtime. I looked at.
Don't you want to see Jake Paul get knocked out though? Wouldn't you like to see that? That'd be fun.
I mean, it's cool or whatever.
30-year-old Mike.
It's cool or whatever, Flo, but I think it's a complete waste of airtime. The tickets are expensive as hell at AT&T. I mean, it's. What is the overall intent of this? What is this? This is not like a Mayweather or a Pacquiao fight. I mean, what are we?
If they're calling an exhibition, it's an exhibition.
Man, they can find something else to air.
I mean, but to be fair, remember what happened when Apollo Creed had an exhibition fight?
I got you.
It's supposed to be an exhibition.
I think a lot of people are hyped up about it, man. But it's nothing intriguing for me.
Okay.
Did you just bring up a fictional movie, fool?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just remember that's the exhibition. When I think of exhibition fight, that's the one I think about.
Creed.
That's the
Apollo Creed. Right. Yeah, that's what I think about when I think of exhibition boxing match. I think of his trainer getting mad. It's supposed to be an exhibition, and he's all angry because the guy's knocking his block off. Anyway, good movie, Rocky IV.
Great movie, but it's a movie. It's not real. An exhibition match that happened.
But isn't an exhibition not real, really? Isn't that what an
McGregor
exhibition is, though? But isn't that what an exhibition is? It's not a real fight.
No,
Right.
Yeah, kind of like how you do exhibition basketball, football, like they the preseason.
Yeah.
It's just,
I mean, it don't really count. It just you know.
it's just there to for entertainment purposes, or just to see what the opposition or whoever is going to do.
Okay.
That's all it is, man.
exactly right. It's just for entertainment value. That's all this is.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys. Let us know what you think about the Jake Paul Tyson. Do you like it? Not like it? A lot of stuff, rumors still fighting line now. Omar tells us from his insider that nothing's set in stone yet. They're still trying to work out the details. So all those rumors flying around are just basically just rumors. And so anyway, all right. So WrestleMania 40, an epic Rock entrance into the match yesterday. Or should I call him the final boss? I don't know. I don't know if that's his real name.
Greatest of all time, man.
That is new name. Jake, a big wrestling fan. Omar as well. You guys can take the lead on this. But Jake, for you first, the overall impressions of WrestleMania 40 so far and what you're looking forward to tonight.
There's only one match that I was very disappointed in. It was Jey Uso versus Jimmy, both brothers. Did not live up to the hype. Here's the second part.
Okay.
And I hope WrestleMania and WWE watches this. Your match is as good as what the crowd gives you. The crowd in Philadelphia is straight trash. You are not good if you do not have a good crowd. Your crowd is straight garbage. There's a reason why they hadn't had another WrestleMania since WrestleMania 15, and I see why. You got the matchup of a lifetime, and these guys are barely saying anything. They're barely screaming. Like I said, you said
where's it at? It's at Philadelphia's.
It's Philadelphia, man. Shocker.
Lincoln Financial.
Bunch of losers.
I'm saying, is it at Lincoln Financial? Outside?
Financial, yeah, it's Lincoln Financial.
Lincoln Financial Field, man.
So what are you trying to say? The fan base is bad. They don't have a good outlook, or not a lot of people. No
Look,
support.
you go anywhere right now, WWE is red hot because of The Rock, because of the storylines are actually better right now. All that is just. But for some reason, at WrestleMania, you're trying to tell me that the crowd is not that big. Whenever they've gone to every other damn arena in the country during Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, and these guys couldn't do this for a WrestleMania, man. It'd be like going to the Super Bowl and you get people barely screaming for anything. It's embarrassing right now.
You're disappointed in the crowd so far. Is it the attendance or just the crowd reaction? What is it? Both. What?
The crowd's as good. Look, the match is as good as what the crowd gives you as well. That's the thing about WWE. Look,
so was it not sold out?
I was a huge WWE fan whenever The Rock was there.
Right.
The only reason I'm watching it right now is because The Rock came back. Usually when he leaves, I kind of get a little away from it again. But The Rock is the reason why I'm so proud of the guy. Man's 51 years old, looking like a beast, looking like an apex predator.
I thought he was
older than that. The legend.
Right.
But like I said, man, it's embarrassing. I'm so annoyed with the WrestleMania crowd. And right now, I'm looking at night 2, and it's still just as bad. Nobody is screaming away. It's embarrassing.
Omar, your thoughts?
Omar looks like he's frozen.
Oh, man. Omar, where you at? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Omar.
All I'll say is this.
The frozen phenom, Omar.
It's about to be crazy.
Mr. Freeze.
I know everybody else is ready to see Cody Rhodes if he finishes the story. That's what we're waiting on. That's probably the best match that's coming up here soon. And when it happens, The Rock will be there, bro. Be ready. Be ready. You can smell what The Rock
is cooking.
Right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. First of all, Jake, I'm sure The Rock really gives a crap that you're proud of him. Some nobody from Texas that he's never heard of. I'm sure he's proud. Shut up. And you're lucky you don't live anywhere near the Northeast, because those Philadelphians will beat your butt, and you wouldn't do nothing but cry about it. That's what you would do, is cry like a little wimp. Because they're actually tough in Philadelphia, unlike you.
Wow.
Whoa. Go ahead.
And they're brave. braving the cold out there, and they're giving the best reaction. I think they got some hot pops out there. I think they've had some great entrances. First of all, let me shout out one of my best friends, JFL, Boom Prod Co. If you saw that entrance last night with The Rock, my boy is the one that actually created those graphics for WWF.
Shout out.
He works for them, and I knew right away when I saw the graphics they were his, because he's very good at anime and comic drawing.
Shout out. What's his name? What's his name?
We'll just call it. I can't say it's government on here, so we'll just call him Francis for now.
Francis. Shout out to Francis for the graphics last night.
Francis. I don't want to be revealing his name. You know, I have my sources. But anyways, I think it's been a great card so far. I enjoyed last night. I caught the last match, and it was good. It was all it lived up to me. I like how they got outside of the ring to start off. That really brought some heat to it. Roman spearing The Rock really brought an element there where you thought, what's going to happen here? But it ended like I called. I called that Rock and Roman would win, and I called that Cody would finish the story because I think that Rock is going to screw Roman Reigns over tonight in the match. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Yes, because with the final boss moniker, what I'm assuming is going to happen, because I've watched wrestling my whole life, so I know wrestling pretty well. What I'm assuming is going to happen is after Roman loses the belt tonight to Cody, that Roman is then going to face off against his cousin, The Rock, and there you go. There's your final boss sort of storyline.
If he loses, what's the point of wrestling The Rock if he loses to Cody?
Well, we all wanted him to wrestle The Rock anyways. They wanted that for 2 years now.
The Attitude Era fans wanted The Rock versus Roman. It's all these new fans that wanted
Everyone wanted The Rock versus the Roman. It wasn't until Cody Rhodes got signed again with WWE that people started clamoring for that. But before that, no, I'm not an idiot. You don't know anything. That's the problem. You don't even know that before Cody Rhodes came back, it was scheduled to be Roman and Rock 3 years ago in the LA or in the Hollywood.
Yes, and The Rock took the pin down. He said they couldn't do it. But then recently, The Rock came back, and people were pissed off that it'd be like this, Flo.
Got it. But you think that they're not going
to and say, "Hey, man, I'm going to take your job." They got mad at The Rock for doing that, man. That's what it was. The Rock tried to come in and try to take the main event.
But do you not think that they're going to now run the Rock Roman storyline? It would be stupid of them not to.
I think they're going to run the Rock Cody story first.
So he's not going to. Okay. So Omar, you're not saying he's going to wrestle him tonight. Something's going to happen.
No. Down the line.
But I mean, something will happen tonight, Omar.
If you like the old wrestling.
I think.
I talked to somebody very close to home
that will start that ball rolling.
Come in tonight to interfere in the match. The man, Austin 316, Stone Cold Steve Austin will be in the match tonight. He's going to show up out of nowhere.
Oh,
get ready! You heard it here first. You watch. Nobody knows this.
The one-legged man.
When you see
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay.
I'm not giving any spoilers. I will neither confirm nor deny what Hot Take Jake has said. Those are all allegations. There are a few potential avenues.
Deny? What are you talking about?
Well, we just can't be giving out any spoilers on the internet.
Or do you have 100% proof?
No, he does not. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm not going to put his government out there.
All right, he's just saying that. I mean, it's like we're guessing on what the outcome of a game.
Anyways, The Rock is going to screw Roman tonight. Then Cody fights The Rock, as we just talked about, and then later on, Rock and Roman fight. That's how this is going to play.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
All right, let us know what you think. Is it going to be Rock versus Roman at some point? So Jake, you think Rock's going to interfere and help Roman lose?
The same way last night happened. If you watched last night, Roman accidentally speared The Rock. I think something accidental will happen. The one thing I love about wrestling that the UFC and boxing have not figured out, they know how to make a story. They know how to create a story so great.
Okay. I mean, because it's all kind of planned out, right? I mean, so easy to create drama when you're planning it out.
Hey, well, yeah. Hey, so what? It still doesn't make it.
I didn't say I'm just saying you got a storyline, but I mean you create
You're
your
such a
storyline.
mark, fool. Yes, they create their own storylines. It's sports and entertainment. It's not.
But it's hard to create a storyline.
Here's the thing, Flo.
Got it.
In NFL, you always get a good story out of somebody in there because the coaches are getting so detailed. The media, all
Club
that.
D makes a good point.
One is scripted and one ain't. Boxing. They need to start creating what's it called? And there's a reason
hey,
brought them both together. They're going to need help.
Being blasphemous out here.
No blasphemy.
Come on, Flo, don't do this.
The canteen laugh, baby. All right,
Oh,
Jake.
man.
Remember,
Let us know what you think.
seen CM Punk go into the octagon and fight, and Brock Lesnar go into the octagon and win. Ronda Rousey did the same thing going into the wrestling. She gave up.
Hey, Flores.
Yeah.
Flo,
Yeah.
You mean this one? Listen.
What? Oh my God.
Come on, man.
You hear that? You hear that?
Yeah, we
You
heard
know
it.
what that is, right? Hold on.
That's the canteen laugh.
All right, I'll stop. A long time ago, I took Canteen's laugh because I thought it was freaking hilarious. It was one time in a group chat, he was making fun of Jake, and it was like the funniest thing I had ever heard. And me and Clever D were cracking up. So I ripped it from the message.
Oh, now you have it on and cue it up whenever.
Sound, and now I upload it up here, so now you have it. It's called Can Laugh. It's at the bottom of the background music.
Is it? What?
Y'all crazy, man.
He was laughing at Jake about something.
Oh,
he was
man,
laughing
that's
at Jake about
hilarious.
something. That shit was funny.
Oh man,
I had to. That was so funny.
All right, so let us know what you think about WrestleMania 40. Let us know what you think, guys. Instagram. How much time we got on Instagram there, Omar?
I just started it about 10 minutes ago, so we got another
Okay,
50
so we got
minutes
50
probably.
minutes. All right, so let's go to a little Major League Baseball. Astros continue to struggle, and my Rangers are in first place. The Yankees are in first place. Pirates, the Guardians, the Dodgers, and the Braves all in first place currently. I'm excited. I'm sure Jake's excited about this Yankees. Omar, I know it's early. How much can we read into these early records, though? Is this could this be an early indication of things to come? What can we read into this early this season? How things are shaping out so far?
So shout out first of all to Ronel Blanco from the Houston Astros. This is an amazing story, y'all. So check this out. Last week, the first no-hitter was thrown in the Major League Baseball by Ronel Blanco. Now, Ronel Blanco.
No,
this man started his day in the minor leagues at a minor league game on the bench getting ready to pitch. He didn't get called into the game. He then gets told that he was being called up to the Houston Astros Major League team. So these cheap ass Astros in Major League Baseball, they don't get him a private jet, to fly. No, they send him in an Uber. So he has to take a 3.5 hour Uber ride.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I thought about that. I was like, yo, it's so cheap. Come on now. Get the man a plane or something. So he takes but it is pretty. It's a pretty funny story. So,
it's funny, but you call him up to the big leagues, man. Send him a plane or something.
Right. Send him you want him to come to the game right away. Send him a damn plane, you cheap asses. Y'all make $1 million off of parking every game.
Right.
You can't send my man a jet or something. Anyways, so he takes the Uber.
Yeah. Right.
3.5
Even if he
hours.
Send him coach at least.
Something. Jeez Louise. So he rides an Uber 3.5 hours to Minute Maid Park. Gets there, ends up pitching for the Astros, and throws a no-hitter. Now, my friends, even better than that, do you know what Mr. Blanco is doing at this current moment?
What's that?
On his way to possibly another no-hitter against your Rangers.
Oh, who did he get the first no-hitter against?
Who did they play against? I don't even remember. That was last week. I'll look it up. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. No. Oh, yeah, because they're up 3-0.
They're up 3-0. He has not
another no-hitter.
He's allowed to hit yet. Yeah, so it will be 2 no-hitters in a row, and that is
rare. Is that a record? Is that a record? Anybody else ever done that, Omar? 2 no-hitters in a row, back to back.
I remember this question being asked before, and I remember talking about it. I don't remember the name of the guy. I'll get it. There's a guy that's done it before, but it's rare. Maybe one other guy. Omar, fix your internet. Good Lord.
But hey, and y'all better not talk about nobody else's internet, because the way y'all was trying to dog me about that internet when I was in New York.
You're good, Ken. You're good today, Ken.
Never again, Flo. Never again.
I just didn't want to go downstairs, man. I got to go all the way downstairs if I want the good internet, and I didn't feel like it. So you got to deal with frozen meat today. You don't like it? It's too bad. I'll turn my camera off. There we go.
Oh, that's fine.
Is that better? As we can
hear you.
All right.
I mean, as long as we can hear you.
I didn't want to go downstairs, man. I wanted to stay in my own apartment. I didn't want to have to go.
All right.
Okay. Get off of net speed, bro. That was 2005. Son of a gun.
Hey, you know what? First, you know what?
Oh man, you can't say nothing today, Omar.
I say what I want.
I mean, so let me give you a little baseball insight.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, I checked out a few games. The Astros right now, they're beating the Rangers 3-0 at the top of the 8th, so I think they're going to close this game out. The Braves won 5-2.
We beat them twice already, though.
The Orioles battled a close one with the Pirates. It was 2-3, and the Nationals beat the Phillies. Jake, ain't your team the Yankees? You might be on to something with the Yankees or something like that.
I was waiting on somebody to bring them up.
Hey, they smoked Toronto. They smoked Toronto by 5.
It doesn't matter because their pitching staff is horrible, so it doesn't matter. And they don't have Garrett Cole for the first 2 months. So they'll be lucky if they survive this.
So they get the best pitcher. They get the best pitcher in 2 months. The best pitcher in the league in 2 months.
If you can survive for 2 months.
And they're already ahead of schedule right now, Omar. I'd be very careful, my buddy. I think
net speed
do the unthinkable. 2009 all over again. Omar.
Come on, Club.
Being honest.
He's roasting you today, Omar. I don't know
Whatever. Anyways, back to the Major League Baseball analysis.
Anybody got a question for Omar after you're done, Omar? Go ahead.
Shout out to Ronel Blanco, as mentioned, but the Astros, they do suck. Your Rangers are playing pretty well. We'll see if it holds up because their rotation is a little shaky as well. Now, the Pirates, I would not – they got a good young squad, but I would not let me talk about the Pirates and the Guardians. Both are going to have trouble keeping this up, especially the Guardians, because their ace, Shane Bieber, just got hurt. Last week, he needs Tommy John surgery, and as well, it sucks for he's done for the year. And also, it sucks for you, Ken. Your Braves, Spencer Strider, went down with the UCL injury, which usually means Tommy John. So we'll see.
Tommy John surgery,
man,
not for the duration of the season.
Wow.
So if he does, that would suck because really, I mean, they got other good pitchers like Max Fried, but. I mean, Strider was he's their ace too. So 2 aces down already. Also, Yuri Perez from the Marlins, 20-year-old phenom. Also, it needs Tommy John. So could we be seeing?
Do they got any pitchers they can call more? What does it look like for them? In the Braves, do they got anybody they can call up? Do they got a good minor league?
Well, the thing is, like the rest of their rotation is is solid. So they shouldn't need to. They should be fine no matter what. They can they can call up with somebody or they can just sign somebody off the free agency. What else was there? Mookie Betts. Shout out Mookie Betts, playing amazing. MVP front runner right now. He's hitting like 400, 450. He's had like 5 home runs the first week. It's wild. That's about the major news.
All right, Jake, you got anything for Omar or anything about Major League Baseball?
Here's what I'll ask him. Because the Yankees are looking so dangerous. I know you're not going to talk how great they are, but I'm looking around. And I see only one team that can stop us, and I got the Orioles. would you agree with me? That's it. The Orioles are the only team in our way because I think we have the number on the Astros. I think the Rangers are going to have the the MLB championship hangover, the World Series hangover.
Yeah.
And I have no fear in the AL except the Orioles, and then in the NL, I was thinking the Giants. I'm a little worried about the Giants.
What about my Rangers?
I just said you're going to have a World Series hangover. You're not going to be the same. Y'all didn't do anything in the offseason.
We look good right now. We look just as good as the Yankees.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, so far y'all look good, but I agree with Jake.
But Houston's a pretty bad team.
Houston is. I think they're having just a very hard time. They're missing their whole pitching staff is injured, so that doesn't really help. Right now, I agree with you, Jake. I think the only people in the AL right now at this point in time, only 2 weeks out because it's going to change. Right now, the Orioles are the Yankees' biggest contender. But again, do you all hold up without Garrett Cole? We'll see. I don't know that you do. So we'll see.
Yes,
but
we
the
will.
Orioles, I believe the Orioles are the number one in the AL. I believe they will represent the AL in the World Series. I do. Yep.
Wow.
And I also believe in the NL, there would be a few, actually. I think the Dodgers are obviously a threat to the Yankees. I think the Braves are a threat to the Yankees.
I think the Phillies, too.
I think the Phillies, the Giants, the Diamondbacks could all be threats to the Yankees.
Wow.
So we'll see.
Okay.
Pretty much any team
else,
would be a threat to the Yankees. Shots fired.
He's a hater. No, I'm good. He's a hater, though.
I am a hater. At least I'll admit that. I am a hater.
He's a hater, though.
All my heart and all my passion and all my soul. I hate the Yankees.
All right. Anybody got anything else for Omar?
I'm gonna get. I hate the Yankees. Yankees suck on my grave when I die. That's how much I hate the Yankees.
Why?
They suck.
That's baseball
like my
words.
Mets. They suck like my Mets. Damn it.
He's a Met fan. He's got to hate the Yankees, you know.
My Mets are 3-6. We were 0-5 to start the season, but we are 3-2 in our last 5, so it's not bad. We suck. Whatever. Our season's over.
The season's over already.
After the first week, we're done. We're cooked.
We're done already. I thought this was too early to determine anything, Omar.
We suck. I wasn't expecting anything. I'm done.
Oh my god. Wow.
By the way,
all right.
Update, so, your Rangers did get a hit, so that no hitter is off the board now.
Well, I mean, I guess for history purposes, I guess it's okay. But it doesn't hurt. It doesn't help us any unless we get a couple runs and tie this up. All right. So, women's Final Four.
I'm so disappointed.
Before we get into the championship,
Johnny Vandermeer. Johnny Vandermeer was the guy that had the back-to-back no-hitters. That was his name. Bruh. He pitched for the Cincinnati Red Sox.
We're moved on, Omar, from baseball.
I know, but it just hit me. He played for the Cincinnati Red Stockings back in 1927, I believe it was.
Okay. Thanks, Omar, for bringing that up. I'm sure everybody was
it's
on pins and needles wanting to know who that was. Oh, I'm glad you're frozen. Okay, so here we go. Let me know when you come back, Omar. So the women's... Oh, look, he left again. Oh, no. So the women's Final Four... Is he quitting? Did he quit like he quit last time? Oh, my gosh, Omar. Don't be a quitter. All right, so it happened, but before we get into the championship fight, everybody was talking about leading up to that. The offensive foul against UConn, many calls saying it was bogus call. I've looked at it. I got my thoughts on it. What do you think, Canteen, that UConn offensive at the end of that game?
Man, that was horrible, man.
Really?
That was a horrible, pathetic call, man. You. I wish in this entire women's series the referees would have let these girls play. It even started out today like that. They're calling stupid calls, bogus calls, and they're not allowing these girls to really, really play. It should have been UConn and South Carolina in the women's national championship. That's what it should have been, man.
It should have been who?
It should have been the UConn girls. Didn't UConn play Iowa, right?
Oh.
That's what should have been.
You really think so?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was one bogus call.
Did you see this call?
A bogus call and a 2-point win.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. What do you think?
UConn had all day to win. And in fact, they were winning at halftime. They were even winning in the third. Look, I think they choked. I think when the going got tough, at the very clutch of that game, the Stars stepped up. One thing they did against Caitlin that I didn't like is they made sure that Caitlin had to throw up shots for. I mean, she was 0 for 7, 0 for 8 at one point from the 3-point line. They had her locked up. But you know what I love about Caitlin that she did? She let her teammates get involved. She said, "Okay, you wanna lock me up and corner me? I'm gonna give it to my players. I'm gonna trust my teammates. This is why this is the GOAT. You watch. She should have won today. You saw that she had a magnificent, I think, 13 points within 5 minutes like that. This girl is unstoppable. And let me tell you something, Caitlin. Even though you didn't win the national championship, don't worry. There's always a bigger fish to fry, and you're going there next year, woman."
Yeah, but let me caveat on this right here.
Well, what do you think of the call, Jake? Was it a good call?
It was
a good call. And like I said, UConn's just crying over one call. They were winning the whole game. They choked. Plain and simple. Okay. They choked when the going got tough. The tough didn't get going for them.
Wow.
Damn, Jake, you must really suck, man. When I left, we had over 20 people live. I come back and we have nobody watching. Like, what did you do? Did you run everybody off? What's wrong with you?
No, there's still 21 people, Jake.
I was going 2 damn minutes.
You better, get your opinion in, you idiot.
Yeah. What do you think of this call? Everybody was complaining about the UConn call, offensive call.
It was crazy, man.
It's bullshit. You don't call that call for the last possession of the game, man. Get out of here with that crap. I don't care if it's the
Are you serious?
You do not ever
call that call
at the last possession of the damn game.
Of the game.
It didn't affect the game.
It's the right
it
call,
wasn't that
Omar.
bad. It was barely a little lean in.
She was moving.
Here, let the girls play, man.
I just said that. I just told Flo the same thing. I'm going to let the girls play. And it seems like they put constraints on how the girls are playing the game, even on Friday and even on today. Let them play, Flo.
If those were men, they would have let them been bumping all over each other and not caring. Man, get out of here with that.
Look at the call, man.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that. She's moving. She's still moving. Look at that. She's taking a big step, moving, and then she puts her elbow out.
She's bringing.
She's not allowed to move.
That's an illegal screen.
You can't be moving. But look at she takes a huge step. She's still moving.
But what happens? Nothing happens out of this.
That's an illegal screen.
At all whatsoever. It's not.
Oh my God.
Are you serious? In the rule book, yes, it's an illegal screen, but you do not call that on the last possession of the game. It wasn't that egregious, and it didn't affect the play, so you let it go.
Okay. Yeah, she would have been wide open for a shot. What are you talking about?
That's akin to when the. You know what? I'm gonna just stop before I get myself in trouble.
Re-show it, Flo.
Oh man, re-show it. Why?
I want you to re-show it. So
because Jake scared all the followers off anyway, so we ain't got nobody watching anyway. So who cares?
I'll show it again. I'm just saying. She's clearly moving.
21 people on the 22.
There's still 21 people there. There's still 21 people.
Oh, it says nobody on my end. I'm like, what?
Oh, okay, yeah. There's 21. I think it's because you're frozen, Omar.
Well, you know.
What do you want to say? What do you want to say, Canteen? Look, she takes a big, huge step to get in front of her.
She's allowed to take a step. She was trying to set herself. There's nothing wrong.
She's still dragging her feet. The girl's already.
She's not even set. Oh, when she runs into, she's running into her before she's
allowed to get in position.
She's never gonna get set in time.
You don't know that. It's a bang bang play. That's too quick for you to say something like that.
And look, she
Dude,
puts her hand out, and look at her bottom hand.
At the end,
She has her
that's it.
bottom hand.
At the end, she gives
Look
her a
at her
little bob.
look at her underneath.
Come on, man.
About
Flo
it.
knows it.
Look at the underneath hand. Look at the underneath hand. Look how she's pushing it out. Look at the underneath hand. Look.
She gave her a little
see it?
chicken wing. Yes, I see it.
Well,
But it
look at that. Fist is still
it's
there.
not egregious, and it doesn't affect the play. And for them to affect,
It does affect that.
the
They could have got an open
defense.
shot out of that. They could have got an open shot out of
All
that.
right, I'm going to say it then. I'm going to say it. They called it because it's Caitlin Clark, and they wanted Caitlin Clark in the damn final.
What?
I'll say it.
Oh
Don't
my
nobody else
God,
wanna say it?
Omar.
I'll
Are you
say it.
serious?
This was a directive from the NCAA.
Oh
NCAA.
my
It's a
God.
conspiracy, and I'm glad that South
Oh
Carolina
my
beat the
God.
brakes off of them today, so we can
Yeah.
shut up.
They didn't really
about
break the
Caitlin
brakes
Clark.
off of them.
I'm sick and tired of Caitlin Clark. I'm damn tired of
Look
talk.
at that.
Let
You
her
think
go
she's
to the
moving,
WNBA.
can't
you?
I don't care about her no more.
Bro,
Go to
the-
WNBA and start.
Look, she's
and start
moving,
playing-
and she
start
she
playing
does
as well,
this.
just like Sabrina Ionescu. Don't nobody care
Come
about
on.
Caitlin Clark nonsense, man. Get off her job, yo. She ain't that great, and she's not the GOAT. I'm done with that conversation too. To be a GOAT, you have to win one championship, and she won 0.
Oh my God.
She ain't not a GOAT.
Dang.
She made it to the Natty back-to-back years.
I don't
She-
give a damn if she made it to the Natty.
Wow.
I can't name a player on her
Dribble
team
your
that's
house
good.
back. I don't care.
Wow. Okay. I don't know
She's
why
not
you
the GOAT.
hating on Caitlin Clark so much.
Says she's not the GOAT, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. All right. I don't think she's a GOAT, and I think this does affect her status as one of the greatest all time. I think, you gotta win the chip, man, at least once, I think.
Yeah.
But on the other side of the coin, does this I think this is Dawn Staley's third national championship, and now I don't think it's ever been done, the women's undefeated season all the way through. Does this put her in that GOAT conversation with all the other great coaches, with Mulkey and all those other great coaches that in women's basketball? Omar,
yes.
Go ahead, Ken. What do you think?
She's up there with your Gene, whatever his name is, from UConn. She's up there with Pat Summitt. She's up there with Kim Mulkey. She's in the arena. She's one of the big dogs now. I think South Carolina is.
What's his name?
Their organization is on the map, and I think they're going to continue to do great things. Float. There's no way you can argue the point that you lose all 5 starters, you start from scratch, and you win 38 straight.
Mm-hmm.
That speaks volumes. And it
I think
speaks volumes.
Gino's up there too.
And I'll say this too: she's
Okay.
an African American female, and a lot of people try to throw shade at her. But you heard what she said at the end at the press conference tonight. That
What?
when people shut one door in your face, God opens another door. So all I'm saying is they deserve to win. Come on, Flo, you gotta go with that.
Man, I'm not saying they don't deserve to win, but man, pick a side, Don. I mean, she did say that at the end, but then at the press conference, she was saying that she thinks trans women should be able to play with women. I mean, I don't, pick a side. I mean, I don't know. It's just like, you're on both sides of the fence.
First of all, that is a stupid and ignorant question by a dumb journalist who, first of all, shouldn't be asking.
But she didn't have to answer it. She said she
considering
didn't
there's no
care.
trans
She said she didn't care. I'm going to answer it.
There's like no if there's any transgender, which I don't know of any, but if there's any in the women's basketball, it's a very little percentage and has no effect on us. Let's stop talking about that. They are a very minority of a community that does not affect the people as much as y'all want to just make.
What I'm saying, the only reason I say that, Omar, is because he's not. Can's talking about how she mentioned God at the end and gave God.
I got it. And okay,
I'm just saying that you can't play both sides of the fence on that.
She
You
was
can't
asked
just
the
play both sides
question
of the
and
fence.
gave an answer.
She could have said no comment, Omar. She could have said I don't have a comment on that.
You're right.
Okay.
That probably would have been smart.
That's all I'm saying. All right. What do you think, Jake, about Dawn Staley being a GOAT possibly? Coach?
I have to see another championship, and here's why.
Okay.
I think that I'm going to tell you why.
She's not the GOAT yet, but she's up there.
She's in the conversation, right? Can she be in the conversation?
She could be. Here's the thing.
Okay.
She beat a team that had one good player to win the championship.
Okay.
She didn't beat. She beat Caitlin Clark and a bunch of bums. She didn't beat nobody great. I don't think it was worthy. And I'm sorry. I think.
Well, you call her the GOAT.
I'll tell you this: if she was in the same bracket, if she went to
hey, you heard what your boy said? Dawn Staley for sure the GOAT.
No.
Shout out to Elias. Shout out to brother.
If they're on the bracket where they had to go through LSU and they had to face UConn, they do not win. they lose one of those 2 games because Caitlin Clark did the unthinkable and did what she did. There's the only reason you got to walk in there. Caitlin Clark was over there fighting with one arm practically now. She already had to go through everything to win those last 2 games. So I'm not giving her no go. You lucked out on this win. It was the
okay. So Jake, here's the thing though, Jake. You were calling Caitlin Clark the GOAT before she won the championship, and now she don't have any championships. But yet Dawn Staley can't be in the conversation, winning 3 and going undefeated.
She wasn't in. She lucked out that the situation gave her a bunch of bad teams to face to get to her mountain to climb.
It was a number 1 seed.
Caitlin Clark in Iowa, where they had to go through LSU Angel Reese, they had to go through UConn. They fought their way through. I hate to say it. I'm calling a spade, and I'll tell the truth.
Elias says you're talking excuses. Okay. That's all you're doing.
South Carolina swept LSU.
Thank you. That's what I said. And they beat them last year in the championship.
No. That last game, they wouldn't have won. They would not have won. No, do not do that. In fact, that last game was very controversial. You want to talk about controversial games? That last game they played was a controversial game. The LSU
Which one?
South Carolina played the last time. It was close as ever.
The last time? It was close. But that was...
You weren't beating them in the
championship game.
You weren't going to beat them when it counted most. You weren't beating Angel Reese when it counted most.
Come on.
You needed a GOAT. Caitlin Clark.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Okay.
I mean, they've won. What? How many actually won now? 3. So you can't say
she's won 3, and she won an undefeated season. That's pretty rare, Jake. Go undefeated and win the championship in any sport.
In the conversation. I wouldn't say she's the GOAT yet, but she's definitely in the conversation. And you can't say that with 3 championships she didn't beat good teams on the way to there. That's a pretty ridiculous thing, because obviously you would have to be.
This might be the worst than the Broncos went. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jay. You talked about the Broncos doing this and that.
That's why we call him horrible. Hot take, Jake.
Cold take.
Elias, bro, you got to read between the lines, bro. That bracket was cheesy. It was easy as ever. I don't want to hear that.
By the way, I don't know who this is, but I think basically to explain it to you, what Flo was saying is that she cannot say that she loves God or God is good and say that trans people are allowed to play basketball, because the idea of transsexuals does not jive or align with the idea of God. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, Christianity doesn't align with that, and so she's, I'm just saying you can't play both sides. If you're gonna do that, I mean, at least just say no comment to me. If you're gonna, you can't really do that. You can't throw God in there.
I just said no comment all day. I agree.
Yeah.
Once I heard that word come out of their mouth, I'd have been like, no comment. I have no comment. I don't want to talk about something I don't want to talk about. Something
that's all I'm saying, Omar. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I don't want to talk about something I don't know, and I don't know anything about that.
Right. I mean, she knows a little about that. I mean, she's in that community.
I mean, she's in the
part of that community. So she knows a little bit about it. So it's not like she doesn't know anything about it.
But most, all right, so I would venture to say, and I am going to say this allegedly. Please, no one send any angry letters in or anything. I would venture to say 50% of women's basketball players are lesbians or bisexual.
Okay.
I mean, Dawn Staley is. She a lesbian.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. I'm saying.
Okay, so Flo. Now, Flo, I don't even want to do
Let's
this.
move on.
I think that's a valid conversation.
Yeah, let's move on with this one, man. What
are
you gonna say? Bring it up. Let's see if I want to talk about it.
No, Flo, because I know how you are, and I know how you feel about your religious beliefs, and I know you was gonna throw shade because the lady, she's married to a woman, but she professes Christ, and
But you can't in the GOAT conversation about that. You just said you care about her talking about trans, but you don't care about her being married to a woman, even though she loves God. Isn't that the
No, I didn't say that.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Flo.
I am, but I wasn't going to bring it up. So what's your point, Canteen?
See, that's what he's saying. He's saying you're being a hypocrite.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah, Flo, because you stand on the biblical platform against that. And then you so let's move on, man, because I don't want to dig.
What did I do? What did I do? I wasn't supporting her. I just said she's a part of that community. What did I
but
say?
Then you said it's. I guess in a sense you okayed that, but then the trans.
Right. You sounded like that was.
No, I didn't okay that. I didn't okay that. I just didn't bring it up because I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole.
You sold it. All right, sold it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole. I'm just saying.
Well, here we are, Alice. Who gets that?
Anyway, yeah, I don't agree with her lifestyle. I don't agree with what she answers the question, but I'm saying that doesn't necessarily exclude her from being in the GOAT conversation. Is what I'm saying. But I was saying about the God. He brought up specifically Canteen, the God part, so that's why I brought up the other side.
Got it.
All right, so let's move on to the men's. The men's championship is tomorrow.
That's right, Elias.
Let's go. So let's talk about the two games that happened.
Stop it, man.
NC State loses a fairly close game. I mean, they got away from them.
Fairly close.
I mean, it was close throughout.
They got the brakes beat off of them.
I mean, it wasn't too. I mean, you know, but the Alabama UConn game was close.
The whole time. What are you talking about?
Okay, the Alabama UConn was close though. It was close throughout, except at the end, right?
I mean, closer, I guess. Yeah. Sure.
All right. So we want to just go. Do you want to talk about these games? I mean, but what is this? Does this? So NC State lost this game.
Man, let me speak on those guys, man.
Go ahead, Ken.
Speak on it, man.
Hey, man, NC State made a great run, man. I have nothing bad to say about them, man.
DJ Burns, baby.
DJ Burns. I mean, he reminds me of another Shaq, kind of a bigger version of what's the guy that plays for the Pelicans?
Zion.
Yeah, but Williamson? Man,
no, shout out to them.
Shout out to them and their coach, man. Purdue was a great organization, but Purdue they're not gonna even touch UConn tomorrow. UConn gonna smoke them bad, beat them down to shreds.
Backing up what Ken said, Dan Hurley won Coach of the Year today.
I think so. They had trouble with Alabama though. That trouble with Alabama. I think Eddie's gonna.
I mean, Nate Oates in Alabama, they're good, but I'm telling you, they're gonna smoke Purdue. They don't kill Purdue, man.
I don't think they're going to smoke them, but I do think they win by a margin. I think they win by at least 7 tomorrow, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, UConn's been the dominant team all year, man. I probably got I'll say 82.
But I expected them to. I thought they were going to blow out Alabama, and Alabama made it close.
I'll say 82-75 UConn.
Okay. What do you think, Jake, about Final Four in this championship game?
I think I'm with them. I think UConn's about to do the blowout. I told you, I know y'all want to follow the damn Cinderella story with NC State, but they shouldn't have been there. I'm telling you, the last chance to stop UConn was Duke. And ever since then, it's just easy pickings now. Sad to say.
Hey, so I know I don't know if DJ Burns moved his stock up, but I think he's listed as 6'9". He's probably more closer to 6'8", 6'7", but he's not that great. Guys, he's not. I don't think everybody.
He's
listed as 6'9".
I'll be honest with you. He reminds
6'8"
me
at least.
Perkins. He's Kendrick Perkins, guys. Do not buy into him. He's Kendrick
I
Perkins.
think a lot of people were saying that he should go be an offensive lineman. That he
should go be a tight end. That's what he should.
Tight end, yo.
Or something, but they should be saying he's not going.
He said he hasn't played football since middle school, and he loves basketball more, and he wants to play basketball.
Okay, so I don't. Do you think they're going to draft him?
Do you think he'll be an effective? Do you think he'll be an effective NBA player with all that weight? I mean, you think he need to cut weight straight up a little bit? Or
it's very hard for people that have weight issues to be effective for a long time. I think he could be a.
That hurt my stock in 2008 whenever I was trying to go for the NBA.
Yeah. Okay. Drafted by draft. These Louise. God.
Omar, I'll send you a video when I used to dunk.
Hey.
Were you drafted by the New York Little League team?
Hey, Omar. We all know there's only one Muggsy Bogues. There's not two. He can't be the next Muggsy Bogues, Jake.
Y'all better watch what
at least Muggsy Bogues was skinny.
I'm just saying.
Jake's gonna have a hard time getting a league. I mean, all the Frito-Lays.
But this is Muggsy Bogues, and this is Jake. He's like right there.
Jake, how tall are you? 5'8"?
About 6'1".
He's not 6'1".
I think DJ Burns.
You're shorter than your dad, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 6'1".
You're not
6'1". You ain't no
nuts.
damn 6'1".
I'm 5'6", but Dr.
Oh, see,
5'6" with heels on. Sucker,
Doc said I could.
When his wife's shoes, he about 6'1" with his wife's shoes.
with his wife.
Ken, with some platforms.
Yeah.
Platforms.
That's the only way.
Platforms.
Ain't no damn with some platforms with a fish in them. The old glass platforms they used to have back in the 70s. That's what you would need to be
With
5'6".
his wife's heels, he's
You need
5'8".
a pair of your wife's high heels. That's what you need to be 5'6". Get out of here.
I'm 6'8". I'm 6'8". The doc said I could be 6'8" by next year.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sure.
The doc said I got a chance.
You got a chance. Hey, you saying this?
Clinging and banging, man. Clinging and banging. You see these arms? Come on now.
Come on, banging, baby.
Stay short.
All right, so everybody's going with UConn. I'm going to go with Purdue. I think Purdue is going to pull it off. I think Purdue. I like Edney. I like the way he's playing. I don't think they got an answer for Edney. He's going to go and
Omar's 5. How tall is Omar?
Omar's 5'10". He's like 5'10", maybe. Omar
5'10".
See, I stood next to him, so I know he's 5'10". Can's about that. Can's about 5'11".
Yeah. You know, I'm more than average, Jake. You wouldn't know nothing about that in any area. I heard you were below average in all areas, is what I heard.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Omar, they told me that I have a third leg, so stop it. Get out of here.
Okay, bro. Hey, let's calm down. Let's move on. All right. So you think you got?
I heard they had to use a magnifying glass to try to find that pimple you got.
Y'all.
Okay.
All right, get
down the alarm. Calm down, everybody. Let's calm down. Jeez. This is not love hour. Y'all calm down. We're not talking about all that today. Jeez. All right, let's move on.
Get to the next one.
All right, NBA topics. All right, Can, the man was at the Hawks game. I heard you had floor seats or something. What's going on, Can, the man? The Hawks game. Give us your experience. What happened?
Man.
Tell us the story. How'd you get Hawks tickets?
So as I told you guys earlier, man, shout out to Tiffany Ellenberg if she's watching or she catch the repeat.
Shout out Judge Tiffany.
Yeah, she's a judge, so I hope she wins. I mean, hope she gets this magistrate deal, but she's gonna get it. So, but back when I was about 15, I got into some trouble in school.
Is this how she buys votes?
Yeah, we need some votes. And she represented me when I was in high school, right?
She's Clarence Thomas. Is that what you're going to say?
And then I got into a little fiasco, man, and she got me out of trouble. I had to do some community service and all this stuff. And she's kind of like followed my career in the military. She still resides in Madison, and then she told me she wanted to surprise me, so we went to the Hawks game, man, and I was blown away. I was like, we're just gonna sit like in the nosebleed or some regular seat. And I was like courtside, all the food and drinks. I got to meet DC Young Fly, some other stars and celebrities and stuff, man. So it's a whole different experience, man, being able to just sit courtside and being able to do all that stuff. So shout out to Tiffany, man. Thanks again for everything. It meant a lot to me.
Yeah, man. Shout out and being out there. Who they play? The Pistons or something?
They played the Pistons. Yeah, they beat the Pistons. Yeah.
All right.
So good. Jake couldn't handle the heat. He had to get out the kitchen. Huh?
I don't know where he went. I don't know where Jake went. He went black and then they went out. I don't know what happened.
What a bum.
He doesn't want to miss The Rock, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't want to miss The Rock. Which, by the way, update on Wrestlemania: Logan Paul has beat Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in a triple threat match to keep the United States Championship, and also Bayley just beat Io Sky for the Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, and shout out to the Boricua, Damian Priest, who cashed in the Money in the Bank to take the World Championship from Drew McIntyre right after he beat Seth Rollins for it.
All right. Shout out. All right. So listen what you think about the men's championship. Everybody's going UConn. I'm going Purdue. Let's see what happens. All right. So let's talk a little more NBA. Ken went to the Hawks game. So the playing games are coming up soon. What, April
16th, man. 16th,
yeah. So speaking of the Hawks, you think they can make a run here? You got to see them in live and in person. What do you think? Can the Hawks do something in the playoffs, or are they just kind of they're lucky to win a game. What do you think?
The Hawks got to finish out strong right there. Right now, they're in 10th place. They've won 36 games, lost 42.
Right.
I mean, Trae Young didn't even play, but Clint Capella and some of the other role players, they look pretty good. But it's gonna be difficult for them to make a run.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even have Trae Young.
Trae Young's injured. Yeah, he had something happen to his finger or something like that.
Oh yeah, they're not.
Is he going to come back?
No, I think
is he going to come back at all?
I doubt it.
Oh, is he out?
I believe he's out. I believe he's out for the season. Which, by the way, I want to make a retraction and correction on something I said a few months ago. Maybe a few months ago. It might have been a few weeks ago. I said that Karl Anthony Towns was out for the season with the MCL injury, but it's actually was not. It was an MCL sprain, so he may be back before the playoffs.
Oh, okay. MCL sprain. So he may be back. And that's actually, if he comes back, that's pretty good news for Minnesota. I mean, they're in second place right now. Them, Minnesota, and the Thunder are all kind of even in that for that first place slot within a game or half a game.
They're all like a one game or half a game behind because you got the Nuggets are in first place, and then Timberwolves half a game, and then Thunder a game, and then you got the Clippers like 4. I mean, I'm really worried, man. The Lakers look pretty decent. I think the Lakers might be able to make a run, man.
Really?
I think so.
I can't see that. I don't even think they get out of the play-in, honestly. I mean,
so who they play for the play-in? Would they play the Kings?
It would
right
be,
now.
Well,
they would be if they
would play New Orleans.
New Orleans. 7, 8, and then 9 and 10 plays. Right?
And if they win, they'll play whoever's in second place. They'll play whoever.
Oh no, you're right, Ken.
Place,
you're right. My bad. You're right. It is 7, 8, and 9 and 10. So they will play Sacramento. And they're not beating Sacramento. Yeah, because Sacramento's in 7, and the Lakers are in 8, and New Orleans is in 9th, and Golden State's in 10th, right?
No, Sacramento's in 9th. I'm saying Sacramento in 9th, Omar.
Sacramento 9th. They're 9.5 games behind.
Oh, got it. I'm sorry. I was correct.
New Orleans is in 7.
Okay.
So New Orleans will play Sacramento, and the LA will play Golden State.
Golden State.
And I would love to see that play in matchup, honestly.
Right.
But I told y'all, Golden State's going to beat them, whether it's in a series or in a playing game. I have Golden State as better than LA.
Really? They've been struggling all year, though, Omar.
That's
okay.
Like
they've been kind of up and down.
But as a team, they have more experience. Their bench players are better. Kuminga is growing really well. I mean, I don't think the Lakers are that great other than LeBron and AD, and, you know, we always want to make fun of him and not make fun of him, but, you know, talk about his injuries, but he has been healthy this year and has played out of his mind. So shout out to AD. Shout out to even LeBron still going at it at this late stage of his career. But I you know, even with that, the rest of their team is subpar at best, so I can't see it.
Okay. What do you think? We know Jake thinks that they can make a run. We know Elias thinks they can make a run. What do you think about the Lakers? They
got to win that play-in game. If they win that play-in game, then I'll be real sure they can make some plays or something like that. But man,
I mean, right now they're in 8th place.
I would take the Lakers over Golden State in the play-in. I'm pretty sure they can beat Golden State is not peaking. And then I saw a couple of weeks ago, I think Steph Curry had played like 45 minutes. So he had played the duration of the game, and they still lost. And then you got Draymond Green still on his dumb antics. So it's like they're not helping each other. Then Klay is not the Klay Thompson that he used to be.
Right.
Yeah, I would like to say I'm not advocating for the Warriors as a good team. I don't think they're going to win anything. I'm just saying if it was a playing game or a series, I would probably take them over the Lakers.
There's what we got. We got New Orleans, Lakers, Sacramento, and Golden State right now currently. Yeah. So the Lakers will play New Orleans. If they win that first game, they're in. So they only need to play one, but if they lose it...
So the one would play the 8, right? 1 plays 8, 2 plays 6.
2 plays 7.
2 plays 7, 3, 6, 4, 5.
Right. Yeah, but if the Lakers win it, if this stays as it is right here, and the Lakers beat New Orleans, then they automatically become the 7th seed, and they'll play the 2nd seed. If they lose, then they have to play the winner of the 9-10 game, and then that'll determine who the 8th seed is. So they still could end up playing Golden State, depending on if they win or lose against New Orleans. So there looks like they end up being either the 7 or the 8 seed. Right now, the 7 looks good for them, which right now is going against Minnesota. And Minnesota, I'm starting to believe in with Ant-Man. I mean, he's been able to keep them in first or second place without Cat. I mean, to me, that's pretty impressive. What do you think, Omar? I'm starting to believe in the Minnesota Timberwolves. What about you, especially with Cat coming back?
Yeah, I've always been, I believe, the biggest believer in the Timberwolves here out of all of us since last season when they made that deep run. I love Ant. I think Ant is one of the premier players in the league. I think he's, he's gregarious. He's an amazing player. He has awesome athleticism. He seems like a fun guy that I'd like to hang out with. So, he could be the face of the league if they can make a deep run. I salute Cat for stepping out of the way when he was the alpha and letting Edwards become the alpha. And now he's the second guy. And I support that they have really good role players. I mean, their third best player is usually the defensive player of the year in Gobert. You got Slow-Mo Anderson there, obviously Bruin, shout out my boy. And you got some real good
Conley. Mike Conley's there. He's a solid veteran.
Conley's there, very experienced, great guard. They just got a really, really fantastic team all around. The problem has been experience so far, right? So,
do you see them possibly making the finals in the Western Conference at least?
Of course, I can. Yeah, I mean, shoot, they came close enough last year, so I could definitely see them improving where they were last year.
Okay, what do you think, Ken? Do you see the Timberwolves making the Western Finals possibly?
Man, the team that I'm really, really banking on from the West, man, is Thunder. Thunder got a lot of young talent, a lot of young guns, and I think that the Thunder have a strong possibility. I'm not counting Timberwolves out, but I like the Thunder.
But I'm saying, can you see them possibly making a run to the Western Conference Finals, or do you don't think they can do that?
I think they can. I'm pretty sure they can. Yeah.
Yo, I don't want to hear nothing about my internet.
Is it in?
Jake's over here.
He just Jake's
internet went out.
Jake said his son tripped over the internet cord, man.
I don't want to hear nothing about mine. Get out of here, Jake.
And he can't even watch. He can't even watch The Rock.
Can he even watch Wrestlemania? I hope you can't.
No,
I hope you can't. I hope you have to suffer and you can't watch it. You horrible.
He's not gonna be able to. That's crazy. Oh man, he's pretty. He says he's pretty ticked off. We lost Jake to the internet gremlins, or to his little gremlin son that tripped over the wire. So
man,
maybe he'll come on before he can. If he can, Jake, come back on.
Hey, you know what, Jake? Maybe if you respected the show more and showed up on time or cared more about us, then you know what? Maybe your internet will still be on. And you know what I hope happens? I hope it doesn't come on the rest of the night. And then I hope, like, right after The Rock and Roman Reigns go off the air, I wish the internet turns back on and you catch it saying WWE and then just disappearing. That's what I hope.
Oh, wow. Omar, don't do that to him. Don't wish that on him, Omar. All right, so let's know what you think of the play-in on the East. I mean, is there anybody in the East besides Miami that we think can make a legitimate run? I mean, I know Philadelphia's down there. Embiid's coming back. Do you think Philadelphia can be one of those teams?
Here first.
Oh my gosh.
It cracks me up every time. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the canteen laugh. Nobody knows what's going on.
Everybody's like, "What's going on?" I got a little soundbite of Canteen's laugh, y'all. So if you hear from now on, it's because we think it's hilarious, and I
need to put it on my phone so I can. So I don't interrupt the music.
That should be like my ringtone. Yeah, I shouldn't make that my ringtone.
And just put it up against the speaker. All right, so let's do it.
Come on, Ken don't even want to talk.
Oh no, bro, I know you good, man. Hey, look, that laugh is. Listen, man, the laugh is signature. I just started laughing when me and Flo started out there. Flo was like, then Flo just took it and ran with it. So you know.
He's running with it, man. He's good, Can's good. Can's the man. Hey, Omar, what do you think? Can the 76ers make a run now that Embiid's back?
Yeah. Not only can they make a run, they are in a really awesome position. If
to do it.
About it, they are what are they in the 8th seed now?
They're the 8th seed right now.
They're the AC with the MVP, the reigning MVP on their team, and Maxey playing at a super high level. And now you even got Tobias Harris stepping it up. So, I think that this is all happening at the culmination of the perfect time. And I can tell you one thing. I know me as a Celtics fan, I am truly hoping that they win more games because I don't want to see them the first round. I can tell you that much.
So you'd rather than be the 7th seed and play the Bucks first? Huh?
Yes, I'd rather play whoever the 7th seed is. Who's the 7th seed?
It would be Miami then.
Miami.
Damn, I don't want to play either of those teams.
That's what I'm saying. You're kind of.
I don't want to play either of those teams.
You're stuck between a rock and a hard place if you either play Miami or Philly.
Oh wait,
Philly.
who's in the play-in? Hold on, let me look at my
Bulls and the Hawks.
It's Miami versus Philly, but I'm saying if either one of those teams lose, they're probably going to play. They'll probably end up being the 8th seed.
Yeah.
Who's in Miami versus Philly and Chicago?
Yeah.
Chicago play the Hawks.
Chicago's not beating Philly, even if they lose to Miami. Come on.
Right?
Right?
It's Miami playing each other, 7th seed. And we would get the
who would
winners
you rather
Chicago
have?
and Atlanta.
They're not winning.
No, wait. That's true.
They're not.
No, neither one's winning. No, that's not true.
Yeah. So who would you rather have?
I would
Like
rather-
you're
I
going to
would
get
rather
Miami
play-
or Philly.
I would rather play Miami because they've been hurt all year long.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to play Embiid and him.
No, he don't want to play.
No,
Embiid,
I don't want
Tyrese
to play
Maxey,
Embiid.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, those guys can make a run, man.
You figure
you got Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, you figure if Embiid was healthy all year, Philly might be in the 3 or 4 slot, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah, they wouldn't even be down there. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, they may be in the top 2 if he didn't get hurt.
Right. They might, at least the top 3.
Right.
You know, because they're only 3 games behind the number 3 seed.
And I mean, a shout out to Tyrese Maxey for keeping them alive.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Tyrese Maxey. Yeah, so that's a pretty dangerous team over here now that I'm looking at it. The Philadelphia 76ers. I know that Boston does not want to see them in the first round. And I'm pretty sure the Bucks don't want to see them in the first, but one of them is probably going to end up playing them. That's going to be a great series over in the
And that's
East
another
now.
thing is that's great TV that you usually wouldn't get that early in the playoffs.
Exactly. Yeah, a 1 versus 8, or 2 versus 7, you wouldn't see that normally, but that's going to be great.
All right, Flo.
Early on.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty right now. Finals 2024 projection.
We've done this
conference.
What are you talking about?
Well, it can update every few weeks. You can
Okay, we're
update.
updating it. Okay, what do you got, Cam? You want to go first then, since you're bringing it up?
Mine's the same. So
East and the West. Do the East and the West, and then go to the finals.
I'm gonna go Boston, Milwaukee out the East.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go probably Denver and OKC.
Really? That's what I had last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Denver OKC, man.
Okay. What do you got? So, what do you got, Omar? You
yeah,
got Boston and somebody.
with the aforementioned 76ers just getting Joel Embiid back, while I think they can be a dangerous team, unfortunately, I think because they haven't played together in so long and he's probably going to be rusty, I don't believe that they go very far. I also don't think there's that many more. I don't believe there's that many other great contenders. Cleveland is a really good young team. I love watching them play on League Pass with Mitchell and Garland and all them. So they'll be a good, formidable team. But other than that, the East is not as much competition for the Celtics. Let me say that. New York just lost Julius Randle. He's out for the year. So New York is done.
Omar.
So I agree with Ken. I'll go with Boston and Milwaukee in the East.
Okay.
And I mean, I can't even disagree with him. Really, in the West, I think that the Thunder are too early. I believe that they're too inexperienced at this point in time. I think they have a really great team, and I think that they are going to win championships. If you didn't know, they have the youngest core in the league. I believe their average age of the team is like 24 or 25. So they're super young, and they're definitely going to win a championship in the future. But not this year. The Clippers are playing really well. They just had a comeback win earlier that I watched. which was really good. Paul George had a great fourth quarter to bring them back. Steve Ballmer still looking like an idiot owner, but I love him because he looks so passionate. Yeah, I think the Clippers and the Nuggets is what I'll say.
Is that what you had last time, Omar? Do you remember?
I believe so. Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
You haven't moved off your position.
I have not. I think all of those teams are still good and playing really well. The Clippers are getting healthy. They got Kawhi back, so they're playing really well. I don't think anybody's better than my Celtics. I think we're going to win the whole thing. So,
okay.
That's not even.
Who you got in the finals, Ken?
Man, I think the Celtics are going to take Milwaukee to 7 games in the conference finals. That's going to go 7 games.
Okay.
You mean Milwaukee's going to take Boston to 7 games?
Yeah,
we don't take anybody to 7 games.
I'm going to go
60. What are we? 56 and 16.
You're 62 and 16. 62 and 16.
So I'm probably gonna go Boston, Denver. Boston and Denver. Yeah, that'll be a good series. That'll be phenomenal.
What do you got going with to play Boston, Omar? Sports professor. Professor.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, who do you got playing Boston? Your Boston Celtics in the finals. I know you got Boston winning.
Yeah, no, I really want to see Boston versus Denver. I really want to see
that'd be a dope finals, man.
I think stylistically that would be an amazing finals to watch.
Right.
I would love to see how Porzingis and Jokic would match up. I would love to see Murray and Jaylen Brown go at it. Even a Murray and Holiday go at it. But I think the Celtics are just too deep, man. Our top 8 run so deep, and then you look at our bench. I mean, we got Sam Hauser, who came off and scored like 35 points the other day, and he's like our 10th man. So we've got too deep of a roster for anyone, and I also don't think Denver's going to win another one after they won last year. I think the Celtics are finally going to pay this all off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I
will
had
be there. Me and Papa Rubin will be there for the damn finals. I promise.
All right, shout out. Yeah. So, assuming they're there, right? No, because I think I had the Heat and the Bucks, but seeing how Miami's down in 7th, I mean, they could play the Bucks in the first round. Yeah. And so I don't know. I'm not believing in Miami as much. I'm believing in Boston a little more. Especially with their record, I think they got. I mean, when they played this well, even without Porzingis and some of the other pieces they added, what's the guy Holiday, the guy who starts, who say don't start, and so I think that Boston is looking good enough. I think that they make deep runs, with these kind of teams when they're healthy, and so I think they're going to make it to the finals. I'm just not sure if it's going to be Milwaukee. Maybe the 76ers, but it depends who they play, right? I mean, if the 76ers can avoid Milwaukee, I mean,
it might be good.
So I don't know. It's just one of those things, that it makes it interesting, because I think the 76ers can make a run, but are they going to knock out Boston or Milwaukee? They're going to have to knock out one or the other in order to get there. So
it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go Boston, Milwaukee in the East now. I think that they can. Boston is good enough to get there. They got a great team. It's just the playoffs. I still worry about Jason Tatum. I don't know. He has to prove it to me in the playoffs. Playoffs is always a different animal. And I had Denver and the Thunder. But I like Minnesota now. I'm thinking Denver and Minnesota in the West now. I think that they can make a run, especially with Cat coming back. I think that he's not supposed. He's going to come back and be the man, because Ant-Man is the man right now. And so you wouldn't have to worry about Cat, but he can work himself back slowly, kind of work himself back into game shape. He's a good shooter for a big guy, so he can get his shot off on smaller guys. And so I like Minnesota making a run and beat Denver and Minnesota, but I'm with you guys. I think the Nuggets and the Celtics are going to be in the finals. I'm going to go with the Nuggets, though. I'm going to go with the Nuggets repeating. Unfortunately, beating your Celtics. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're going to repeat. I think the Celtics will be back next year, though, and maybe that's their year. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be a great series. I would be surprised if Boston wins, though, Omar. I think Boston has capable of winning. Definitely capable of winning. So I would not be surprised. But right now, I'm going with the Nuggets. All right, Ken. So speaking of that, who would be a bigger disappointment to not make the finals? Would it be the Celtics or the Nuggets? What do you think, Ken? Who's
Celtics, man? They're the top Celtics.
Okay, so that would be a
Celtics,
bigger,
man.
Even though the Nuggets are the top seed and the defending champs and all that.
It's time for the Celtics to win one, man.
Okay,
When's the last time Celtics won the championship? Like last 4 or 5 years? Well, the last time they won one was with Kevin Garnett and Durant and all that. Like Kevin Durant.
That was 15 years ago. What are you talking about?
Like it was Kevin Durant, Paul Pierce, and
Kevin Durant and Paul Pierce.
I mean Kevin Garnett, Pierce, and Ray Allen. Big three when they got all those guys.
I think we're all tired. I think we just need to call it a day. I'm gonna go opposite of Ken. I agree with Flo's logic there. While I personally, in my personal opinion, I would say the Celtics because I'm a Celtics fan.
Right.
And if you're asking just a neutral fan, it's got to be the Nuggets because we're the defending champion. That's it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I kind of think that too. But I like what Omar's saying. Boston's been the best team the whole time, so that would be a huge disappointment because I don't. In the West, I've seen people pick the Lakers to make a run. I've seen people pick even the Clippers. Like
who was that? Hot Take Jake in his burner accounts?
No, but I've seen I guess professional pundits. But I've seen them pick Dallas to make a run, and so most people are picking Denver. But I've seen people pick other teams in the East. Almost everybody's saying the Celtics. No one's going to beat the Celtics. A few people have picked the Bucks, but most people say the Celtics are going to go. So to me, just because of where they are and the record they have and the way they've been playing, I think the Celtics would be a big disappointment if they don't make it. If the Bucks end up playing the Nuggets, that would be huge, especially for you, Omar. But I mean that would be huge.
I will say this to agree with you. The Celtics have been beating the brakes off of every team that they've played this year.
Right.
We're winning by an average margin of like 10. Our net rating is over 10. The next best team's net rating is like 7 points below ours, which means that we're 7 points better than the next team. Can you imagine how good that proves that we are? So I'm sorry, I just can't see anybody beating us. Dude, somebody get lucky. Sure. Does the Nuggets experience and championship medal help them? Sure. But I'm taking taking squad against any squad in the league 7 days a week right now.
Well, that would be a big disappointment if you guys don't make it. I think bigger than the Nuggets because I think there's teams.
I mean,
I think if they don't make it to the finals, is what I'm saying.
Got to be a big finals. Yeah.
And so, but I think the Nuggets will be your biggest challenge, though. I think you're going to go through the East fairly easily. I don't think you'll even go to the seventh game. I don't really think that Boston will go to the seventh game. I think they'll go all the way, and their biggest challenge will be the Nuggets going into this playoff. That's my opinion. All right. So let's go. One more. Victor Wembanyama. I just wanted to talk about it real quick. Does he? And we know he's probably going to win Rookie of the Year. Does he deserve a strong consideration for Defensive Player of the Year? We know the Spurs are terrible though, and so. He has a terrible team, but one stat I want to throw out there, he has 226 blocks this season, and the last 3 Defensive Players of the Year had 252 combined, and he has 226 just this year by himself. I mean,
that's pretty damn good.
Should he get consideration for Defensive Player of the Year, Canteen?
I think he should be a strong consideration, man. I think he's done really, really well.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think he's averaged almost 3 blocks a game. I mean, he's done really well on defense, and his offense has started to pick up as well. Omar, what do you think? Does he get strong consideration for Defensive Player of the Year as well as Rookie of the Year?
I mean, not only does he, I mean, he already is. He's considered in the top. I believe he's considered in the top 3 at least. Rudy Gobert's had a down year. Even though I talked about him earlier being the Defensive Player of the Year, he's having a down year this year. So. I mean, Wemby could very well still win Defensive Player of the Year. So we'll see.
Let's go. All right. Yeah. I mean, he's done really well. I mean,
he better be blocking shots. This fool is 7'3". He's like 6
Right.
inches bigger
But
than
I'm just
everybody
saying.
else. He better be blocking.
I mean, even the Kim Mutombo and Manu Bowl, all these really
Manu Bowl.
I expect him to be averaging.
They weren't blocking
5
like this
7
guy.
blocks a game.
Nah.
They weren't blocking like this guy was though.
Hell no.
I'm just
Hey.
saying.
He's got a wingspan like two chrome winged eagles just like flying across the sky.
All right. And let's finish up with a couple NFL talks. A couple ones, just
Yeah,
a
let's finish
rumor.
up because the match is starting, so I gotta go.
All right, let's finish up real quick. It was a Dallas rumor of Dak, or the Dallas Cowboys possibly trading Dak to the Raiders for some picks and Gardner Minshew.
What? Where
I
was
know-
that? Who? Where? What unreputable site?
Came out of
There was a site that put that out, and there's rumors about it. But
Okay. I'm not even.
Omar, assuming it's a legit scenario, what do you think about that scenario? Giving up picks and Gardner Minshew for Dak Prescott, would you be happy with that trade?
Hey, everybody. Hey, someone please check Flo's internet history. I need to know what kind of sites he's checking out. Because this is the most falsified piece of.
It's a rumor. I said rumor.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that newspaper on the stands they got that has all like the fake stories, like Bigfoot?
The Inquirer or the
National Enquirer.
Inquirer?
Yeah.
So Flo was out here reading the Inquirer, getting his NFL trades.
According to Men in Black, that's the most reputable paper.
Dude, get out of here. There's no way that trade is happening. The Dallas Cowboys would be the biggest idiots on earth. To trade Dak Prescott for Gardner Minshew? Get out
And
of
some
here.
picks and like 3 or 4 draft picks.
Okay, whoever
That'd
wrote
be
that,
crazy.
that must have been an April Fool's article that was still up a couple days later. I think that's it.
Okay, all right. And what do you think, Ken? Should we
You're
trade Dak?
gullible like my mom, Flo. That's
Nah,
that's how gullible you are.
I think Dallas will be done.
Love you, Mom.
Man.
Okay. All right. It's a fun little story, man. But for a real trade, Stefon Diggs, we know that was trading to the Texans. Wow, a big trade. So is this basically Omar, like I was saying all last
Right.
year? Does this close? Is this officially close the window for this iteration of the Buffalo Bills? Like I was saying all last year.
They done. They toast, bro.
Yeah, the Bills are done. Unfortunately, they had to get rid of most of their players, including Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer, Mitch
Right.
Morse, and now they've traded their top wide receiver,
Receiver.
Stefon Diggs, after
Right.
Gabe Davis already signed with the Jaguars. So they pretty much lost their whole entire team in an effort to keep Josh Allen in his new
Right.
$46.5 million contract.
Right.
So yeah, unfortunately they're done. I was gonna try to pick them again, but as I was looking at the rosters of the AL East earlier,
Right.
I was analyzing them, and honestly, the Jets have the best roster in that division.
Right.
So
I mean,
may,
Rodgers comes back fairly healthy.
and Rodgers should come back healthy. I'm thinking I'm picking the Jets for the AL East this year, gentlemen.
Wow, picking the Jets. Wow, considering it.
Yeah.
Wow. I would be too. I mean, with Rodgers coming back, they added some good pieces. They added some pieces to the offensive line.
Their defense is a beast.
Yeah.
They got Elijah Vera Tucker and they got Morgan Moses, offensive linemen, both returning off of injury.
Right.
So they're going to be good.
What do you think, Can? The Bills window closed now?
They done, bro.
Yeah.
The Bills have had the last 4 or 5 years, man. They get to the division round or they get to the
Yeah.
AFC Championship and they choke.
Yeah.
I mean, they brought in all the weapons to put around Josh Allen. They brought in Stefon Diggs. They brought in Von. They brought everything. They had all the key pieces, and now they've done the same thing for the past 3-4 years, and they're not viable anymore. You got to think about teams.
Even with Josh Allen?
Huh?
Even with Josh Allen? The way Allen Mahomes, he didn't have any good receivers either.
Nah, man.
No.
But you got there's a difference between the quarterbacks. You got Patrick Mahomes and you got Josh Allen. So Patrick Mahomes is a GOAT.
Whole different level.
Compared to Josh Allen.
Okay.
Well,
And
now,
last question. Yeah.
and now Patrick Mahomes has Marquise Brown. So
This is
Marquise
true.
Brown, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a legitimate number 1 receiver, or at least a 1A.
Although,
1B.
who he won't have is Rashee Rice. Hey, prayers up to all the people in that crash. I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, so did they end up finding him? I know they were looking for him.
He's apparently cooperating with the authorities right now. So
Well, that's good. Hopefully he wasn't involved in that. It wasn't his fault per se. Like, he wasn't driving or whatever. But yeah,
no, it just doesn't look good when you have another car behind you with a dash cam and it catches both the drivers running away. It's just not a good look.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not good. Not good. So hopefully they work that out. I don't know what happens, but last question basically is, with all the moves that Texas have made, including Diggs, does this make them legitimate Super Bowl contenders, Ken, next year?
AFC, they'll win their division. I'm not saying no Super Bowl contender. They still got to get through Baltimore.
Right. But I mean, are they one of the contenders? One of the maybe four contenders in the AFC? No.
No, sir.
Okay. No, sir. What do you think, Omar?
Man, you crazy. Tell you, boy, you already know how I feel. The Texans are a championship contender right now. This trade, combined with Joe Mixon, combined with the rest of that offense, combined with that defense they got, the Will Anderson, and Derek Stingley Jr., and now they got this team led by D'Amico. Is awesome. They are stacked.
They are stacked.
Action. I could see them going to the AFC Championship this year.
So they're definitely contenders. Wow.
I can possibly even see them going to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
They need to maximize this year though, because Stefon Diggs is only on a 1-year contract.
Right.
When they traded for him, they reworked his contract, so they will be fully guaranteed this year, and he will be free agent at the end of the season.
So Omar, are they, as Jerry Jones likes to say, all in?
That's exactly right. They are all in. And I believe I told you, Flo, I told you in the chat.
Right.
They are going to win a championship in the next 5 years.
Wow. Yeah. I kind of believe that. I tend to believe that. I mean,
in the next 5 years, but not next year.
Next year, I think they're contenders, though, Can.
They're contenders, but I don't know if they'll win.
I think they win their division. I think they can make the AFC Championship. The Bills obviously aren't. Let's see where the Bengals are. Let's see if the Bengals can, if Joe Burrow can stay healthy.
I think Baltimore
that's a concern now. And Baltimore, can they come back? Do they have a little bit of a slump again after what happened to them last year?
Here's who y'all better not sleep on.
Who's that?
The Steelers.
The Steelers? With Russell Wilson?
What?
Jake's Russell Wilson?
Come on, man. Steelers, man. I'm telling you. Man.
They're in the. Wait a minute.
They're
Who's the best quarterback in their division?
I was about to say, I know what you're going to say. Yeah,
you already know Lamar Jackson.
Who's the second best?
Very hard division.
And then you got Burrow.
Who's the third best?
Russell Wilson.
What? Come on. Better than Deshaun Watson?
And Deshaun Watson's trash, man.
Okay. All right. So you think what? You think that the Steelers can make the AFC Championship?
They'll make it to the division round. Division round. Give them division round.
Okay, but what are you saying? You say watch out for them.
Hey, y'all.
You're saying watch out. You're saying they can make the AFC Championship.
Wasn't it 3 teams out of the division? I gotta go. 3 teams out of the
All right, guys. Okay.
The main event is on. I got to go watch Cody Rhodes finish his story.
All right, Omar. We'll see you next time on the Bottom Line Sports. We appreciate everybody coming in and checking us out. It's just me and Can the Man, the original crew, the OGs.
Yeah, man.
Bottom Line Sports.
Hey, bro, we need to
watch them. Yeah,
we need to do a what's the name next week if you can, man. It depends on your schedule. A play-in pregame show, man. We did one of those shows in a while, man.
Man, playing. Oh man.
Depending on your, I know your schedule.
I was all by myself back then,
Yeah.
I'm back together with my wife.
Yeah.
I ain't got much time. I was all alone back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe we can do something. If nothing else, we can set it up and you guys can do it, or you and Omar and Jake or whatever, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Y'all can do something
just let me know, bro.
All right. We appreciate y'all watching Bottom Line Sports. Go like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody on X, as it's called now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the Bottom Line Sports. Let's go.
I'm going to bed, bro.
All right, man.
Hey, have a good night.
All right, you too. And going to bed.
All right.
All right. And the man will be going to bed. Gotta put the baby to bed. See you next time. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. I'm Flo. That was Can the Man, Omar, Jake, Hot Take Jake. We had a good time. Went a little bit long. My wife's got me some chicken. Oh, got a little KFC action. Let's go. A little KFC action. Appreciate it. Shout out to my wife for getting me some chicken for dinner. Let's go. See you next time on the Bottom Line Sports. Let's go.